Hello captains, welcome back again for another video. My name is Adam and in this episode we have changed quite a bit. Well, I'll say quite a bit. I've added the RAAS FS to crew announcements, so we shall be getting call outs as we come in for landing. And another add-on that I've added is some AI lights. The free edition Reborn, and also Rex Airports HD. And we're going to fly again the default route. We're going to take off at 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the morning, just because that's the time that we've really been doing in the future. So we're going to do that now. So let's load it up and see what happens. Now, I haven't actually checked my configs really, have I, for the... Should have done that first, I think. Who knows what we're going to be getting into. Here we go. Jumping jacks. Happening all over again. It's all kicking off there. Right. That's okay. Number 1 is okay. Number 2 is okay. And the rudder pedals are okay. We're okay, so we shouldn't be jumping around like it is here. I don't know what the flashing thing is. I don't understand what that flashing is. Oh, it's the lights on the
on runway 19.
That's the thing. It's the runway. I don't know why we're jumping. That's weird. That is okay. Yeah, we need flaps down. That's mad while my aircraft is jumping like this. Let's get into the air. Come on. Again, I just mad that. Alright, let's check out our frames. Frames seem to have gone down. Why is my aircraft jumping around? I tell you, I have not installed any hydraulics into this plane. It's excited to go flying, I think. Right. You know what? After installing this airport thing, just looking at the airport texture on the runway, I can see it's changed. I can see a difference. There we go. Flaps up. Are we facing the right way? Yes, it looks like we are. Yes, I can see definitely a change in the textures of the runway. That's that flashing is the lights. That's going to be fun to deal with. Definitely see a change since Rex Airports HD has been added. It hasn't changed anything to do with the textures. They still look a bit pants. You know what? We're going to have to get rid of that flashing light here because I'm epileptic, you know what I mean? That is off. Landing lights off. Beacon off. Strobe off, navigation off. That's killed it, okay. So, we do need beacon on. It ain't the beacon. Strobe, it's the strobe. Alright, we do need navigation and dome, to be honest. Gosh, it's like a bloody disco in here. Well, just for the purpose of this video, we're going to take off the strobe. Otherwise, I'm going to end up having a fit. Okay. So, yeah, the textures, they look the same as they did before. There's no change there. They still look very okay. But I can definitely see a change in the buildings at the airport. So, let's go down and land this puppy now. I know it's probably a bit loud, guys. I'll just turn that down a bit. So just out of interest for anybody who is interested in the way I do my recordings, I'm wearing a headset and I'm sat right in front of my TV, and the sound comes out of an amplifier connected to these two speakers, so I can get it to go really loud if I wanted to, like this, to the point where it sounds and feels like it's an airplane, you know what I mean? Right, we're coming in. So, but obviously when I'm recording, I've got to turn that right down, otherwise you guys aren't going to be able to hear me say anything. So, flaps down because I'm a maniac. So everything's looking back to like it was. The one thing that I am missing, that I feel is not here, are the reflections of the clouds in the water. I don't understand, because I have put all the water and the reflection settings back to the way they were, and yet the reflections of the clouds haven't returned. So something has happened there. Maybe something in the realism pack that I installed, or when I installed PTA presets, or the tomato shade pack as well. Maybe something was in there, but that's one thing I do actually miss, is them reflections of the water. We are way too high here. Let's get some.
Flaps. Flaps.
Oh yes, of course we've got that thing. You'll know, haven't we? Get back to the thingy actually. My gosh, where are my flaps? Oh, we can afford another flap. Right. Let's land this puppy. Way too high. Coming in. We'll get it down, don't worry. We're just fine for speed, I reckon.
Approaching. 1, 4.
There is options to turn off for short runways, that sort of voice, but you know what, I'm not that bothered. If it was, if I couldn't see anything out the window, then I would want to know. So it's best just to leave it, really. So looking at the scenery, it's still mesh, it's still meh. Final stage of flaps. That should drop us like a rock now. We are still a bit high, but we're gonna sort that out. We're coming in a bit fast here. I do need to turn off on the second taxiway in order to show you guys the difference in the airports, because in the last video we got to see, here we go, and like butter, boom, there we go. We got to see the, so we got to turn off on this taxiway here. So, yeah, the runway definitely looks a lot better than it did before. It's still got the worn marks on it. It's still got the, it looks used, but the markings you can tell as well. Look at them markings. They have really, even since last time, they've updated really. And oh hello. Our buildings don't look too different actually. I don't know if these buildings, these hangars here, they are part of the replacement, but hang on, let me set my parking brake here. They are part of the texture replacement, but they don't look as HD as I thought they might. Obviously, them buildings weren't touched. That building was, though. That's miles over there now. That building was touched. I remember choosing that personally. Selection, right? So, I mean, yeah. That's that flight. So, let's go now to DFW and check out what that airport looks like, because that one is a big mother of a airport, and I think that one's going to look pretty different to what it did before. It's still on the default selection, and it's going to have different terminal gates, and we're going to do a in fact we're going to do a flyover of the actual airport. We might even crash the plane in the process. But by the way, guys, if you've got any comments, if you've got any suggestions of flights you'd like me to take, right now I've got my Cessna 152. Oh yes, that is definitely different. Look at that. Sorry guys, I will get back to you in a second. I'm just having a moment here with the yes, that is definitely an update there. That one maybe
3,
not so much
5,
actually.
left,
Don't think that is an update, no. But these over here definitely are. These terminals here are definitely an update, because I selected these gates myself personally, and they've all got trucks now. All right, let's just take off and oh gosh, right, let's get this mother in the air. Brakes are on, brakes are off, flaps are too high. Go. Yeah, if you've got any flights that you'd like me to take on, I'll be having the C152 for at least a month before I install a new aircraft. So if there is any flights you'd like the C15 to perform, please let me know. Obviously it's got to be like a 2-hour flight. Any more than that, and I'm just going to simply run out of fuel, I think. Flaps up, and yeah, it's I don't think they look too much different here. The terminals are different now, and these the taxiways are very much different. The buildings themselves aren't, like the actual terminal itself isn't. These gates have been added. I can't really see any other buildings. I imagine if we have a general aviation area at DFW, then that's where, again, it's going to have a difference. Like down here, perhaps. In fact, let's have a little cheeky flyover. I imagine there's going to be a bit of a difference here. Let's see here. Yes, I reckon that these two black buildings are a part of the new set, and that white building there is. Let's do a right cheeky flyover here. Yeah, all these vehicles are as well. I chose the color for that. Them buildings aren't actually part of the makeover. They just look like standard definition ones. Right. Definitely see where FS Global was introduced there, with this section here. Now there is no point in flying the Grand Canyon routes, because the airport stuff there isn't gonna have made any difference, and even flying Birmingham, I feel, is gonna be pointless, because I mean, apart from the gates, I'm struggling to see what it's actually changed, apart from the runways and the taxiways. They look awesome now, and these little things here, I'm sure they weren't there before, and all the markings for how you get to the runway, they're all new. What we're doing obviously is highly illegal right now. But oh yes, that building there is a Cessna building. That's been added. That's definitely the new one. These obviously haven't changed. I mean, it doesn't look too bad for a default airport, to be honest. That still looks pretty okay. You know, it's a shame about the aircrafts that they're not any decent airline, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, that's a Cessna hangar, or is it American Airlines? Oh gosh, that might be an American Airlines. I think that's a part of the, because I chose Delta as my large hangar. I didn't choose American Airlines, so this is still part of the default stuff. So I don't think it's actually changed any buildings around DFW. I think it's just done the taxiways, the markings. I don't think the buildings have been done at all. Right, we need to find a runway, I think, to land on. I'm going exactly in the wrong direction, I feel, to do that. So we're going to land on 30. let's turn about to land on it. My flaps are up, aren't they? Yep. Trim now. Steady flight. Skyline of Dallas in the background there. Looking okay. We're slightly off. No, we're not. Right, we're going to turn around now. So there's some gates there. The markings, the old dirty markings as well. That is part of the update. Oh gosh, I'm going to hear a stall warning soon. Right, get round to 30. Land this sucker. Ooh, come on, baby. Turn it, turn it. Well, we use that white building there as a marker. Let's, first stage of flaps. This is gonna be a right dicey landing. Okay. Let's get another stage of flaps. A bit more power. Right. Yeah, to be honest, now I'm seeing it here like this. Let's get down quick. I can see it has made a difference. Everything I've done so far has really transformed it from when I first loaded up. Oh, it was 31, sorry, not 30. Oh, my fault. Oh, well. Okay. There's a bit of back pressure this a bit. And gently to the ground. Slide over. And like a glove. Ooh. 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 A bit too much there. That was a rough landing. But yeah, look at this this here. These look really different. So yeah, we might as well just kill it here, really.
6,200 feet remaining.
To the brakes. Let's get off the runway. Yeah, these markings and these boxes here, they've been added so we can clearly see everything. Let's go to, I think we should go to the Hawaiian airport of Honolulu next, because I'm going to be installing, after Orbex, I'm going to be installing some scenery. Honolulu? Some Orbex scenery, sorry, some Hawaii scenery that's going to take advantage, that we're going to see a difference in. So I want to be able to see a default with FS Global, which we've already seen, and we're going to see it pre-Orbix right now, and then we're going to see it after Orbix. And then after here we will go to, I reckon that airfield in Africa will have some decent runway or decent airport stuff, unless it's like a glass strip or something. Right. This doesn't look too different, but it does, yeah, it does have another layer that it didn't before for some reason.
On runway 04 right.
Right, we're going. Brakes. Whoa, here we go. Here we go again. Rudder pedals playing up. Nope. There we go. Wish I hadn't turned off the brakes. My fault. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, look at that. bouncing down the runway. Oh. I reckon I can take off from this section. Here we go. Oh yeah, let's try it. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, too light. Too light. I'm having to fly it through the instrument through the window here. So I don't know if flaps up. And there they go up. Look at that. Oh. Right, let's get inside and see what's going on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So there's Honolulu. The water looks a lot better. Ah, there's the reflections. So the reflections are there. I love that shot. It's just a cool shot. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. It's a shame we didn't come through here before we put in FS Global to see the difference of the mountains and how craggy they are. There's a lot of detail there that I feel would just be a lumpy mesh when, because I think we came through here after FS Global Ultimate was installed, so we didn't really get to see what it kind of looked like. I mean, that all looks the same as I remember it. So the only real difference now that we've got going on is the airport that we just come from. So let's go to Africa and let's put in our Kenyan airport, which was in the city of Kenya. Kenya. Where is it? Am I just being retarded? I mean, Kenya's not a city, it's a country really, isn't it? That's where we're going wrong. You have to apologize, it's like midnight, guys. I've been doing this all day. Yeah, we chose that one. It's midnight, I've been doing this all day simply because there's like 50 videos that I've got to record and I've got like 4 days off from what I do. So I'm trying to do as many in each day as I can. And then once I've done all these videos, you guys will be seeing them and giving me things to fly, and then I'll be busy flying. Right. No airport here by the looks of it. We have landed in the middle of nowhere with no airport, so that's pointless. Yeah, no airport here. So that was
on runway 2.
That was pointless.
3,200
what other runways did we fly? The UK. I don't feel that that's going to be any different really. The Grand Canyon. I mean, we can try it. Grand Canyon National Park. I don't know if that will have any runway stuff, like any airport stuff, sorry. It's basically, I just want to see what it does to the airport, because Rex Airport's HD changes all the textures of the buildings. So, and I know which ones I've picked, so I know. And yet again, there's, oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. That one looks familiar. Yeah, that one I've chosen. And not that one. But yeah. Right. So, there we go. We've added RAAS FS to crew. Rex hate. Oh, I tell you what. I know what airport will.
on runway
if I
2,
go to my old
1,
hometown,
flaps,
Airport Hardin, there we are. That one will definitely have what we're looking for. This is the Airbus factory in Wales, where they make the wings for the Airbus, the A380. And I've been in there, and it's got a cafe that you can eat by the runway and watch the planes land and watch the big beluga come down. And it's a lovely little airport. It's only a very small runway, but 737s can land on it. And I've seen multiple types of jets land on it. So there we go. That's one of the ones that I chose. That building right there. Yep. That's another one I chose. That one. So yeah, this is one of the ones that has had the updates.
0, 5.
That one. This one. Them doors. Yep. Now for some reason it's put a city at the end of a runway. Now as I say, I've been to Chester. Hang on, let's just fly this because I'm a bit curious now. The only thing that is at either end of the runway is countryside on one side, which I'm guessing is where we're coming from, and at the other end of the runway is well, I'll tell you this now, there's a retail park close by, so let's take off and let's see if we can find this retail park, which I doubt it will be in prepared. But depending on which way we take off from, so at one end of the runway is a road, right, and a roundabout, which has a fence and could possibly be this end. Okay, it doesn't have this many buildings lying around here. Definitely not. It's more countryside and fields. And I'm thinking that is that road, which would mean over here is Broughton Park, retail park. Now, on the off chance that I'm wrong, let's circle around and hit the other side of the runway. And let's see what it looks like. That sun is an add-on as well, by the way. I added in the Ultimate Realism pack. So here's the runway we just took off from. That looks more like the runway I remember, which means this end that we've just come from, that we're heading away from, is in fact the one I'm thinking of. This side, yeah, this is the other side. So the restaurant in question, by the way, is down here somewhere, but I don't think it's been done in this in P3D defaults airport selections. So yeah, that's so over here is the Broughton Park retail park, but obviously default P3D isn't going to be playing with that, but we will fly over here when I've installed Orbex, which is the next thing I'll be installing. So we'll come back to Chester in the first flight and see how different this looks, because I have a feeling this is going to look a lot different than what it does now. Wales is over there. We're flying away from Liverpool, which is up towards the right, and down here is Birmingham, where I am right now. But yeah, this here, these bumps and lumps over here are accurate, which means the River D should be around here somewhere. And the Mersey should be behind us over there, so if my geography is right. But yeah, this is right, okay. 30 frames, which is, I'm happy with that. That's fine by me. I imagine the higher we go as well, the sort of less frame impacts we have. Anyway, so I'm just going to do a little fly around now. I'm going to head back towards the airport as well, I think. Do a little fly over the airport again. Should be coming into view any second. Where is it going? There it is. Yeah. Let's nail the airport. Requesting a flyby.
Flaps. Flaps.
So yeah, I mean it's getting better. It's looking a lot better. The simulator, the weather needs changing, altering, you know, and I feel that there's still a little bit more tinkering as I install a few more things. I've got some Terraform trees to install, some mega scenery stuff. Orbex is probably going to be the biggest change, but right now we're getting like 35, 40 frames, so jobs are good and really.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
Yeah, I need to sort her out. But yeah, this is hard. So there we go. I wonder if we can land this on the roof. What do you reckon? Is that possible? Is that a short enough roof? I reckon that is doable, that. Should we give that a go? Yeah, let's go land this on the roof. I reckon I can do that. We'll use that building there. We'll circle around to there. Keep the trim down. Keep the nose clean. 3. We need to fly heading 3, 0. Let's try this sucker. I gotta get my speed right down there. So I'm guessing we need a nice short approach, because right now I'm going 100 miles an hour. So let's speed this down and begin our turn. And I'll kill our speed a little bit. We don't want to kill it to stall. Just enough to turn the plane. 60 miles an hour. Right, here we go. This is it. We can do this. Flaps down. Kill the speed. Flaps again. Here we go. Let's go for it. Oh gosh. Full flaps. We are landing on the roof of the Airbus factory. Oh gosh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be done. We're going to hit the brakes as soon as we touch down. As soon as we touch down. Okay, come on. I don't think this has ever been done in real life. Let's nail this sucker. Oh, I could have done with that extra little bit of roof there. Right, here we go. Oh, no. We crashed it. Crashed and burned. That's it. That's what you get for landing on a roof. We fell short. Oh well. There we go. Well, that's Rex Airports HD. That's what they look like. I think I did notice a difference there when we looked at all the buildings previously. We didn't go to Chester, so we don't know what Chester looked like, which is a bit of a bummer, but it is definitely an update and definitely worth getting. So far, the things I would highly recommend are FS Global Ultimate. I would only recommend Chase Plane if you are really into the movements. Chase Plane is good for the movements that you have in your like breathing and
On runway.
the
19.
what you call it, the movement of the craft and stuff like that. I definitely would recommend that. I would recommend PTA Assistant, Stargazer, Tomato Shade. I would recommend Rex Airports HD. Everything else that I've installed is not a necessity. It's just a luxury. But the next one we're going to install is Orbix. Orbix Global, Orbix Vector, Orbix Land Class for Europe and North and South America. And then I've got loads of regions, nearly all of them in fact. Australia, the UK, America, True Earth, Netherlands, Germany, and then all the freeware and all the airports that are added on. In fact, you know what we should do? I know I have got Cardiff Airport. We should go to Cardiff now and have a look at see what it looks like, because it's either going to look in fact we'll take off in a jet, because I want to see what the terrain looks like from above quite high now, because we did this back early on in the series, and now it's time to go fly high again to see what it looks like. But yeah, Cardiff I've got as part of the Orbix airports, so if we have a look at it now before I install it, we'll be able to see what it looks like once I've installed it. There's no point in going to DFW or anything like that, so right, okay, it looks like Cardiff has been given the old Rex Airport update, so even if I didn't install the Orbix version of the one I've got, it still looks pretty snazzy. It still looks pretty cool, because these are all the ones, these are the textures I installed, so that's pretty cool. Oh, of course we haven't got. Oh, look at them floating there. Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, right, we need to zoom out this. That's just 0.50, and that'll do. Right, yeah, let's go. I don't know if anything's going to mapping wise is going to work, but Cardiff, yeah, it looks okay. You know, there's a couple of airplanes there. It looks really, it looks better than most airports. Right, let's take off. Oh gosh, landing gear down, up rather. Whoa. Did the landing gear go up? Yes, it did. Okay. Right, let's go straight up. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. Oh, that is money. Oh, how can I screenshot that? Oh, you know, I'll screenshot it. I think, look at that. That is just, yeah. Right. Let's do some maneuvers here. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that does. Oh, hello. Can't move. There we go. That looks awesome. That does. Look at that. That is mental. You can really see, I think, a bigger difference in this altitude in the sim. We haven't gone. We did go this high. Yeah, you can definitely see the shading here with the tomato shade, the PTA, a lot more better at this altitude. The textures, the P3D default actually looks a lot better. I don't even know where Cardiff Airport is anymore. I think we lost it. This is the plane that you want to be taking up to check out the scenery, I think. I think we might have to change our mind from the old Cessna 152 here, because this is the shit. Pardon my French, but this looks a lot better. Where is Cardiff gone? We've lost the airport, folks. We won't be landing at Cardiff. I cannot see it anywhere. What are our frames like? Frames are doing okay. Gosh. I don't see an airport. What was that in there? What's that down there? Something down there, I think. Oh, well, there it is. There it is. I got it. Okay. Alright, let's line up with the coastline. And we'll land this sucker. Does, to be honest, the texturing, P3D default texturing at this height does look really good. I've got to give it that, and it's partly as well to the lighting, I'm pretty sure. But if you're flying airliners in P3D, I would say that you're probably not needing as much scenery as you think you might. I'm guessing you might just want to install the basic airports, and probably more so mega scenery would be your of choice, your add-on of choice. We need to line up a bit more. Go. For a landing in a fighter jet. Right. Landing gear down, I think. I don't even know if flaps work, but let's put them down in case they do. I'm sure this thing has flaps. We did put the landing gear down. I don't hear any kind of noise, but it is down. We are going way too fast. And we're way too high. But I have a feeling that this is going to stop on a dime. So, we're going way too fast though to land. There's no chance of landing at this height or speed.
Flaps.
So,
Flaps.
flaps, love, I don't think I can.
Too high, too high.
I know that.
Too fast, too
Low
fast.
altitude.
Unstable,
Low altitude.
unstable.
Right, we're going for it, guys. This is it.
Taxiway.
Oh
Caution,
yeah.
taxiway.
Oh no.
Long landing.
Yep.
Long landing.
Too right, long landing. Ah, we burned. Right, there we go. I mean, that was a bit of a wishful thinking, landing that, to be honest. But yeah, that's Cardiff Airport. So next time we come back here and to Chester, we're going to see what it looks like. We're going to see with Orbix, all that Orbix stuff added. I might even do it a little bit at a time, but I'm definitely going to load in Cardiff, which means I have to load in global and the UK region. So I don't know, I might as well just load it all in one, I guess. Anyway, that's that video. Thanks for watching. In the next video, Orbix and all the good stuff from that. Until then, guys, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.